What's going on YouTube? It is T90 and this is my update announcement video to both thank you guys and give you a heads up on what is expected going forward. If you didn't already hear the news, I've recently made the step into going full time with Age of Empires. I recently moved to a new apartment a couple days ago, still getting settled in here, but I'm happy to say I have new internet, which is very stable, and I'm ready to get to work finally. This video will give you an idea of what you as a viewer can get excited for going forward, and also give you some insight on the situation I'll be in. So first of all, from the bottom of my heart, thank you everyone. I began casting 2.5 years ago because I thought it'd be fun. It is still very, very fun, but you guys have overwhelmed me with support, and I really don't know what else to say. The growth of this channel has been incredibly fast, and in turn the game we all love has grown as well. I made the decision to go full-time for a few reasons. If you didn't know, I spent the last 2 years working 60+ hours a week with my full-time job and my stream combined. As rewarding as the growth was with the stream, it was also a huge personal sacrifice. I sacrificed all my free time to streaming, and I'm honestly ready to have a bit of a life again. I turned down far too many family and friend events during that time, and I'm hoping to no longer have to do that as much. The exciting thing about a move like this is that for the first time in my life, I have a passion that I can pursue and a craft that I enjoy mastering. Now, before, I really liked playing Age of Empires, but I really never saw it as a career. With the recent developments with Twitch especially, and just esports in general, I can actually see myself sticking with this for the rest of my life. And you guys are truly to thank for that. You know, it's mind-blowing to me how many people have been good to me, how many viewers we're getting on videos and streams now, and I'm gonna have to stop thanking you guys. I'm gonna have to move on to the bulk of the video, but seriously, thank you guys. So obviously I love commentating. The real issue for me when I worked the full-time job is that I was unable to put my full energy and my full dedication into the channel. You know, I would just find a little bit of time here and there after a long work day, or every day I had off after I accomplished some things, I would then sit down and stream for 45 hours. But I have very few dedicated YouTube videos that I actually worked on creating, editing, and making sure the casting was as good as possible. For me, there's just too many videos that are just Twitch VODs, and to run a YouTube channel, I truly need to have dedicated offline content. And more than anything, I need to make sure the content is switched up. There has to be variety for viewers. So that's something I'm going to be able to do now, but I simply can't do it without your support, so I'm going to go through the different avenues that you can support me in a second. Now, the real exciting thing if you're an Age of Empires guy is that Microsoft is going to be making the definitive editions over the next couple years. We're going to have Age of Empires 1, Age of Empires 2, Age of Empires 3 all released in a definitive edition, and then we're going to have the big Age of Empires 4. So that right there is really the big reason that I've made this jump. It is not going to be easy to be full-time. It simply isn't. My content, me sitting down at my computer, my voice, my words is what makes me money now. There's no hourly wage attached to what I do. Obviously, leaving the secureness of company benefits as well is something I had to do. But my hope is that the game is going to grow so much more than we have ever seen before with these new releases. And I know that at the very least, more people are going to come into the game with the new releases and hopefully grow what we're doing here. I don't know what the future will be, if it'll be Age of Empires 2 or if it will be Age of Empires 4, but what I can tell you is that I am dedicated to this franchise. So as excited as I am, this won't be an easy task. It's not easy to comfortably live on your own and take the route I'm taking. I live alone, there is rent, there is insurance, there is groceries, there are dozens of other obligations financially, and I'm going to be upfront with you guys about this because this video is to both talk about what's going to be coming with content, but how you can get involved as well. But basically, I have decided to go full-time for an entire year, and if at that time, or any time prior to that even, I think that things are becoming too much of a struggle, or I'm simply just not comfortable with it, then I would just simply stop being full-time Age of Empires. I have to be smart about this, and I think it's important for the content that I am not desperate, because if you sense desperation in my voice, then the content is not going to be as good. And the big reason for the move is 1, so the content is much better, but 2, so the game grows. And if I can't do that, I would just simply stop. Now, saying that, I'm extremely confident with the support that's been flowing in before I truly started full-time that we're going to be able to do some big things with Age of Empires 2. So now I'm going to briefly talk about the different types of content that you can expect and the possible ways to get involved. I know that we have more and more people coming to the Twitch streams nowadays, but I'm starting some different projects both on YouTube and Twitch, and I want you guys to be aware. I'm sure you're all familiar with YouTube, so I'm going to briefly start with what you'll see on YouTube and how you can get involved with supporting me. YouTube is pretty simple. While YouTube Gaming was launched, I have no desire to stream on YouTube because of the lack of support they give to streamers, and Twitch is just a much better user experience, plus I have a good following there already. So that pretty much leaves us with the videos, and the only way that a content creator can make money off of YouTube is by ads. So if you didn't hear about it, you can Google Adpocalypse. Long story short, YouTube is having some real struggles with the ads. Big YouTubers are leaving YouTube because of it. Personally, for me, it's very frustrating, but I think it's important to diversify. So to give you an idea, I average about 10 to 15,000 views a video. And for the first 24 hours, 90% of my videos are not getting ad revenue. And the sad thing is, that is when the bulk of the views come in, right within those 24-hour, right within that 24-hour mark. So they have an automated program which I guess scans the video, whether it's audio or images or words, I don't know. But regardless, most people, including other Age of Empires streamers, are actually not getting their videos monetized, and they're missing out on a lot of ad revenue. And ad revenue in general is kind of shitty anyway because a lot of people have ad block. Now, trust me, I totally understand using ad block. I'm not going to tell you to turn it off, but that's just the situation YouTube is in right now. Obviously, I'm going to put more effort into YouTube videos. That situation may change. It's still a good source of revenue. My hope is honestly that it will grow the Twitch stream, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But that is the situation with YouTube. Pretty simple. Now, as far as what you will see on YouTube, it's going to get exciting. I'm going to bring back the classic games. You're going to see more and more projects on Twitch, which will include T90 series and Regicide Rumble, and the Capture the Relic event I postponed a while back due to ISP issues. I'm going to be doing dedicated casts to YouTube, so you'll actually have videos where it's not just an export from the stream, because then you're going to see the best me, I guess, and there's going to be no distractions on those videos. So that is going to lead me to Patreon, which you may or may not have heard of before, and if you haven't, I'll just briefly explain it. Patreon is a pretty simple concept. It allows you to pledge any amount towards an individual's work. YouTubers, artists, singers all use Patreon nowadays, and most popular people in those genres have actually started on Patreon. Basically, it just is a way to pledge your support for your favorite content creator, but also get something back out of it. It's not like those donations you see on Twitch where you donate $30 and it's just like, here T90, I appreciate your work, have at it. Now, that has been a huge help, and it will continue to be a huge help, but Patreon is a better way of doing it because I can actually give you guys something. So I encourage you right now to open up another tab and go to patreon.com/T90official. And if you go there, you can see the different tiers I have set up. Now, first, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has supported me, because I recognize a lot of people jumped on the Patreon train before it could actually make this video. I am going to be doing the first Patreon-only video on Saturday, so you guys will get that in your emails. Twitch subscribers are included in that. But yeah, sorry for the delay there. But if you look at the tiers, there's different tiers that give you different ways of getting involved. And it's really cool because you can support me, but also you can have some input on the content I create, get some exclusive content, etc. So my game plan, this is very much in the beta stage because I don't know what is realistic. So these things may change, but my plan is to give early access to certain YouTube videos to Patreon supporters and Twitch subscribers. So if you don't know, a Twitch subscription is $5 a month. Anyone who's supporting on Patreon, $5 or more a month, will get early access to certain videos. So they're going to get an email or get just access to it if they go to the video 24 hours prior to it being public. That's one thing. And also I'm going to have one video a month which is specifically and only for Patreon and Twitch supporters. Now, I wish I could say exactly what that content is going to be, but I'm not exactly sure yet. You know, the struggle is I'm going to make great content. It's going to be exclusive, but if it's the best video in the world, it really should be public to bring in more people to the channel. So it's going to be quality. I'm just not sure what we're going to do. We'll probably do something different with that. I'm doing this video without a script. A lot of people use scripts. I just can't do that. I don't sound myself. So take a look at the Patreon page. And if you're able to support me in any way, even if it's $1 and you're not really getting anything back from it, when we have thousands of people watching and maybe thousands of people who can only pledge $1, that does so much for me. So thank you. So I think it's probably a good time to add that I was a viewer before. You know, I understand. I was a student before. I totally get it. A lot of people are not in the position to join on the Patreon train, and that's fine. I just want you to know that's totally cool. I thank you for being here, watching the videos, and supporting. I don't see you as a lesser human being for that. But these options are simply there if you would like to get involved. So the next thing is Twitch, and Twitch is really what has made all of this possible for me. A year and a half ago, I was averaging below 50 viewers every time I stream, and now I could probably go and watch YouTube videos on Twitch and I'd get about 200 people watching. We're averaging around 500 to 700 viewers every stream right now, and I expect that will only go up now that the internet quality has been updated. And I do plan to stream more, but because I talked about the different YouTube projects, and it's important for me that I produce quality content, and I can't see myself realistically streaming 40 to 50 to 60 hours a week of commentating on Twitch. It's so taxing to be able to do that. I do 5 to 6 hours, and that's normally a long day for me there. I want to make sure that me going full-time does not diminish the quality of my content. So I'm going to probably stream 20 to 30 hours on Twitch, and the rest of the time will be spent making sure everything else that we've talked about is solid. Now, if you've never been to a Twitch stream before, go to twitch.tv/T90official, and if you scroll down below, you'll see all the info there, but you will also see the schedule, which I update as often as possible when different events are going on, and I try and do a weekly schedule. The cool thing about that is it actually goes with your time, your local time, so no more of this guessing what GMT is. If you just go to the Twitch stream, it'll show you the schedule below. Now, the primary means of supporting someone on Twitch is with a Twitch subscription. And there's different tiers, but a normal Twitch subscription gives you access to all the channel emotes. It gives you no ads on that particular channel. And those are the really big benefits. So it's $5 a month, and you could potentially see dozens of hours of streams a month. So it really is good value, and it's a great way that people have chipped in to make all of this possible. Now, the cool thing about this is that if you have Amazon Prime, you can link it with Twitch. You go to twitchprime.com, and it gives you one free subscription to a streamer a month. So while a lot of you may have tuned out right now because you don't think you can make it to the streams, if you don't have any way to support me, but you have Amazon Prime, just linking that and going to my channel and clicking subscribe actually gives me the support, and you don't have to take anything out of your pocket. So this is a way that a lot of people have been able to support the stream, and with Twitch Prime, streamers have gone from part-time to full-time to truly succeeding in the streaming industry. So I ask that you consider that if you're able to. Also, if you happen to be a student, your sister, your brother, your father, your mother, your uncle, your aunt, they have Amazon Prime, you can actually link it with theirs as well. So that's a really good way to get involved. On the Twitch streams, we're going to see a couple different things. We're going to see community games one time a week. We are going to see the expert casting, whenever that may be, whether that's 2 to 3 times a week, non-tournament, or just following a tournament, which obviously I'll schedule around. We're going to see the classic games brought back, and I think more importantly, we're going to see the specific series that I've been unable to do for so long come back, like T90 series and Regicide Rumble, and like Capture the Relic. So while I can't give actual specifics and actual timeframes on all of this, that is my plan. And I hope that with the YouTube content, and with the Twitch content, and with the Patreon getting involved, I hope that we can really do a lot here. So before I end this video, again, thank you for sticking around and listening to this, and thank you for being a supporter of what I do here. I feel the need to say this because, I don't know, I've definitely been in your shoes long enough to think certain things that are slightly incorrect, or maybe you just have questions. I am not going to be living the life of luxury with any support you send my way. Like, I just want to make that very, very clear here. I'm not going to be buying a BMW, and I'm not going to be living the crazy rich life outside of my stream. It is expensive just to survive in the United States, and my goal is simply to be comfortable, because this is truly what I enjoy. I just want to be comfortable. I want to be able to live day to day without stressing too much about finances, and I want to stream Age of Empires 2 and make this community grow. I want to have momentum going into the new games, and I just honestly want to be a good personality in the community. So if you're on the fence about supporting, or if you say, okay, T90 already has X amount of people supporting, just know that every little bit adds up, and I am not pissing away your money. I don't know if a lot of content creators would say what I just did right there, but I think it's important you know that. Like, when I say thank you to people for subscribing to the stream or joining Patreon, I truly, truly mean that. And honestly, I'm very surprised that I'm even in this position saying these things right now as a full-time content creator, and that's only due to people who have contributed. So I hope that this video wasn't too confusing for you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will definitely type out the answers to them. And like I said, I'm pretty bad at announcement videos because I tend to ramble. I'm a free talker. I go off the script if I write one out, and I even did write one out. If you have any questions, leave them below the video. If you haven't been to a live stream yet, make sure you check out the schedule below. The Twitch stream every single week. We're going to have streams. Also, follow me on Twitter. I have an Instagram. I have the Facebook. Twitter is where you're going to get the most frequent updates. So make sure to check that out. But again, guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry that there was a delay getting this video. I'm sorry that the full-time work hasn't really started yet. It's been overwhelming trying to move all my stuff and get everything sorted. I will see you guys tomorrow with a new YouTube video and tomorrow on the live stream. And I hope you guys have a great day.